This is a really late night thing. Usually I do my thoughts during the day, but I missed one earlier, so I missed a thought earlier, so I ended up just talking to myself and completely missed recording it. I had a little mini thought. This is very, very unfinished. And by the title of the video, you'll probably know it's just like really weird. But so the thing is, oh, I should have wrote it somewhere better, but that's okay. You get the point. Whole thing for today is should men and women have equal rights? That's the thing for today. And it this is more of a response to like what would you answer to that question type of thing. Like if someone asks me, should men and women have, or can they, or will they eventually have equal rights? What are you going to answer to them? And in all honesty, I think it's a little. I don't think it's the right question to be asking. I think that that question in itself simply creates a divide. Rights shouldn't be specific to men or women because they should extend to every person. Like these are rights. These should be rights that everyone should have. The instant you start going, should men and women have equal rights? I kind of think that the answer should be no, because men and women are not completely the same. Yes, we're human, which is why I think it should just be human rights. I think that's what it should end up being. The question shouldn't be should men and women have equal. It should be should the human race as humans be equal? Yes. The reason why I'm thinking it's a little bit weird when we start going into the men and women and equal rights is because men and women are fundamentally different, not only in the sense of necessarily how we think, but what we do, our physiology, the way our bodies work, and that they all kind of intertwine with each other. And for anyone that's like, oh yeah, men and women are the same, girls can do anything guys can do, we all do. You're either in like grade 3 or grade 5, or just haven't gone through puberty, where you're kind of being delusional. Like, you can go on forums, you can talk to your friends. There's stupid things that girls do, there's stupid things that guys do, all of that. We're just different. We're both human, and in that aspect, we should all have the same rights. Same right to, I think there's a couple of rights that already exist. I'm not necessarily rhyming them off the top of my head, but like shelter, food, basic safety, basic necessities and needs in life, you know, that's for everybody. Once we start getting into the men and women, I don't think those rights would end up being the same because there's some things that guys just don't do that gals do. There's some things that girls do a lot of that guys don't really know nor care about. So I don't know. I don't think that the question in itself is a good question. I think it's just one that creates divide. It kind of, whenever I seem to hear it, it kind of makes me feel like this is really just arbitrary. It kind of makes me feel that it's like, so who should, it immediately makes me think who's on top, and more importantly, who should be on top. Most of the time when you ask this question, it tends, or someone asks this question when it's there, it's from the outlook that men are on top and women need to be brought up. And again, I feel like that's again missing the point. Men and women would be on equal footing as humans. I don't believe they're on equal footing as sexes simply because we don't, or I mean more say, we didn't do the same thing when these rights were created. And there was very, very easy and clear divide between the two. Nowadays, you know, we've got a lot of people muddying waters. We got a lot of people getting all types of shades of gray, and I'm not talking about 50. Um, so it's a little tough. I don't think equal rights is something that can completely be done. Um, for example, in the states right now, they have a couple of states are passing different um, laws on abortion, right? And as much as and I'm in Canada, mind you, so I'm really looking at this from an outside lens. As much as men usually have some sort of influence in whether their child gets aborted or not, or maybe all influence depending on situation. That's a very female thing. Like, men can't get abortions. No, don't hit me with that. Men cannot get abortions. We're not going into the muddy waters. I'm keeping it where the waters are clear and it's straight up divided already. We're not going into muddy waters. As far as abortion is, only humans with uteruses, women can get abortions because only women can bear children in that sense. Men can't get an abortion. So if there's ever a right that's created for that, that is, or sorry, if slash when, again, I'm looking at this from an outside lens, I haven't looked too far into it. There's ever a right that's for that specifically, that's a woman's right, right? That's gonna be a right that is for the ladies. Now, does that mean we need to make a law for men to have that right? No, because men don't have abortions. It's not just, we don't have to worry about that. So I don't think that even we should end up, like, I don't even think we can. So I put in that thing should, can, and will. I don't think we can. I don't think we should because we're different. And because of those two facts, especially the way the world's going right now, there's a huge divide between men and women. Even as far as relationships go, as just people go, it's getting. I feel like that fissure is just growing, and it started off kind of slow, but it's exponentially getting faster. I don't think we will end up having equal rights ever. I don't think we necessarily should. I think there are differences, and we should celebrate and be able to provide each person with the rights to said differences. Continue on with that. Anywho, I try to keep it short. I'm going to be using this whiteboard to try and keep me on track because I like to veer off into random areas. Today, it is June the 7th, and you just heard my clock go off. It's 1 a.m.